Welcome to the 2013 Monster Cookies Metric Century, put on by the Salem Bicycle Club. The line is for ride day registration. If you pre-register, there's no waiting involved. The first mile or so of the ride noodles around downtown for a bit, and then out to the suburbs and mixed industrial use for the next 6 miles. Because you're riding through a commercial area, keep a watch out for some nasty railroad tracks.
The probability feels right.
At about mile 7, you'll pass by the Kaiser Station Shopping Center, and shortly thereafter, Kaiser Stadium, home of the Class A short season Kaiser Volcanoes. Immediately after that, and for the next 42 miles, you'll be in some beautiful farm country. Shortly after the railroad tracks, you'll turn right and head north on River Road. You're about 5 miles from the first rest stop. Even though there was a nice tailwind, latching onto the back of this tandem was great. If you get a wheel suck, there's nothing like wheel sucking off a tandem.
You fight your enemies on your...
Mile 15 marks the first rest stop. It's staffed with helpful, friendly volunteers and loaded with all sorts of goodies.
I face infinity still unknown. No one can take.
After leaving the rest stop, we'll continue our northward trek on flat roads that include the Willamette Valley Bikeway.
Sunshine.
The ride isn't entirely flat though. As we turn right on St. Paul Highway at mile 24, we'll take a first short dip in and out of the Wimmer Reservoir before we begin a more strenuous up and down in and out of Champoeg Creek. This includes a 130-foot, 1/2 mile climb that will more than likely have you out of the saddle for a bit.
Let's take a walk in the sunshine. Let's take a walk in the sunshine.
But right after the climb, you'll turn left onto Case Road and resume your flat trek to the north.
Let's take a walk in the sunshine. Let's take a walk.
With about 2 miles left to go before lunch, you'll turn left onto Champoeg Road and drop once again into the Champoeg Creek bottom. The climb out is a little bit of a slog, but never fear because lunch is here. Champoeg Park, the birthplace of our state, and an absolutely great place to bring the kids. Here's a few happy riders enjoying the ambiance of Champoeg Park. It was at Champoeg Park that I switched from my road bike to the Beast, a semi-recumbent tandem the size of the Exxon Valdez. So after a delicious box lunch, we head out of Champoeg Park to begin our southward trek back to Salem. You'd think that the second half of the ride would be pretty much the same as the first half, but in a different direction. But that's not true. The second half has a very different look and feel and is a bit hillier. But what really made a difference today was on the way back we rode into a nasty headwind the entire way. At mile 41 we visit the third and last rest stop, which also served as the first rest stop. After that we're 2/3 done, 20 miles to go. At about mile 42 we turn right on Matheny Road and take a drop off the bluff into the Willamette floodplain. As you can guess, the Beast really loves those downhills. A few miles later we pass Willamette Mission State Park, another great place to take kids. And a few miles after that there's the last climb of the day, a short, steep climb out of the Willamette floodplain. There's always little knots of riders stopped at the top, seemingly stunned by the fact that there's anything but flats on this ride. Just after the top of the climb, there's one more fun little drop into the Willamette floodplain, and you're done with the hills for the day. From here on out, you just enjoy the scenery and try to ignore the headwind. With about 5 miles left to go, you're back in the suburbs. And with 3 miles left to go, you're firmly back in town. A couple of more turns, and you find yourself on the Capitol Mall, where you'll cross the finish line and be treated to a monster cookie.